And hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this week, as you can actually maybe see, the impossible happened. I went to the hairdresser and I had a keratin treatment for my hair because it was really starting to look not really nice. Because I had ondulations back in Berlin, so that might be like something like 6 months, even more time ago. And the ondulations were starting to go down where it already grew. So it was kind of flat, and then having the ondulation that was all crispy and very damaged. So we're going to the hairdresser for me, because this mess has to stop. I start to look like Hagrid in Harry Potter, right?
No.
A little bit. That's why right now I'm just like keeping my hair like this. And yeah, the girl from the salon was very nice and asked me to go so she can check my hair before having the appointment tomorrow. Yeah, so I went to this salon called Recut in the center of Cagliari. I really liked the place and recommend it if you have the budget, because of course it's, you know, the kind of salon that is independent. It's not a chain, but the hairstylist that I had, I think her name was Fabi, was very friendly, very nice. She did a great job. The team also helped for the keratin, so it was really cool. And I'm very happy about the result. It's just that now I will have to take care of my hair. There's all a few things that I cannot put on my hair, like salt. So I have to have some shampoos that doesn't have this kind of chemicals inside, which is probably great too, so that my hair can also recover and become a bit stronger and healthier. Done! Oh, straight and beautiful. My beloved Indian food. So here we have aloo palak, cheese naan. Chris, what did you take?
Chicken vindaloo.
Chicken vindaloo. Buon appetito. Good morning. I wanted to do a video shoot outside today, but it's raining. So it's gonna be for another day. Let's hope it's gonna be more sunny in the next few days. So this is called Aria Sana. We're using it to capture the humidity in the room. It has kind of a little disc there, and I think it's some kind of salt and some chemicals that helps capturing the humidity. And look how much water we have in there. We had a table game night with a game called Porto Rico. It was all in Italian, so for me it was quite challenging. The rules were quite difficult to understand at first. It's the kind of table games where you have to build your own city in a medieval time era. And so there's a bit of strategy, what kind of materials you can create and produce yourself, and then you earn some money and points and territory. And it took a while to understand, so mainly we spent the evening trying to really get to the game, and I really hope that next time we will be able to have a real run so that we can play the game all together. I like this. We had some windy days and it was actually challenging for my plants and everything that was outside. I heard also some people had windows broken. So with all this wind, this completely broke and let this plant out, so I'm gonna repot it right now. Okay, just done. There's a lot of wind today, so I hope it's gonna be okay, but she looks happier. I also saved this Monstera Deliciosa that I had in a small pot and that was always falling down because of the wind. Let's hope these babies will get better now. We also went to Quartu Sant'Elena in the center with Chris because I have some admin things to do. It's still processing, so I'll give you some updates too. Having a little walk in Quartu Sant'Elena. Do you like it?
It's amazing.
It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit creepy and nice at the same time.
Yeah, well, it feels like an old town and a lot of old people.
Yeah, it's true. But there, look, the tree is in bloom.
But yeah, it's nice to discover new parts of town. We never came here by walk before.
And now Chris is away for a tour for 10 days with the band The Ossuary. I'm so happy for him because it's been a quite tough 3 years for musicians in general, you know, with COVID situation. You could not really go around, have real shows in front of a full crowd, and I really hope that this tour is gonna go well for him. Yeah, but it's always a bit sad and challenging for me when he leaves. I mean, I miss him obviously, but since we moved here, I mean, before when he would go away, I was in Berlin, a vibrant city with a lot of things to do, a lot of friends to meet, and a lot of activities that I had. And here, where I'm quite isolated and I still have to learn to drive more in the center and get used to the traffic here and the way people drive. They're crazy. And so yeah, it can be a bit lonely and challenging, but I'm very happy because my friend Olivia, that you may have seen in one of the past vlogs, is going to visit me for a couple of days with a friend. Knitwise, I have a new project that I started. So, Chris loves horror movies. I know. I'm not really a horror movie fan. I used to be when I was a teenager because it was, you know, this kind of forbidden fruit where you're not supposed to watch, but it's terrifying, and then you stay like that and you talk about it with your friends. But now it's not, you know, depending on the theme. It can be quite too intense for me. There are a few that I can actually really appreciate when it's quite psychological, or when you can see that yeah, there's a very interesting character evolution and things like that that can be interesting. But if the scenes are too intense, then I keep them in my mind and I can't look at it, it's too much. But since Chris loves them and loves also classic horror movies from 80s, even 70s, 90s, there is this movie called, this series of movies called Nightmare on Elm Street with the famous character Freddy Krueger, you know, with the mean character that is burned. And I actually made a sweater of this character, I think like 5 years ago or something like that, for my friend performer Raven, which did Boylesque at the time, and we were performing very often together in Berlin. So before he left to Australia, I made him this sweater, and Chris modeled for that sweater and always wanted it so bad. And now that we're here in Sardinia with, I mean, it's not that cold to have wool for the next few months, I guess, I decided to make him this sweater in cotton. So now I show you what I did. I did already quite much, a lot. This is the beginning. It's a ribbing 1 and 1, and then the stripes will be a green and a red. So this is what I have so far. I do it oversized so that it can be also, you know, in the summer, maybe having something oversized is quite nice, so that there is a bit of wind and air that can go through, and still it's not too warm, but it protects you, especially in the evenings when there's a bit of wind, you go to the seaside. So yeah, I thought that would be a nice project to do for him. And then I'm gonna do one for myself as well, but not a horror one. I'll show you then. So that's what I have so far for this week, my friends. So thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Mwah!